I'm going to attempt to explain 10x networking as efficiently as possible. Think about what do, let's say, networking have to do with speed dating. You've seen where the guys move every 5 minutes and you get to meet as many women as possible. I believe that's what networking should be like, except you should be able to say, I only want to talk to her, her, and her, and I want to be out of here in 30 minutes. That is kind of what 10x networking is. Because 10x networking is taking all the positive elements from all the other networking groups, especially BNI. BNI has been around for 20 years, thousands of franchises, and obviously they are the most successful in terms of networking. But even then, you're going to these events and you're wasting time with people you don't want to talk to. So what if you could pick and choose the people you're going to talk with? Let's say you're a contractor and you only want to speak with interior designers that can bring you, $500,000 to $1.5 million projects. What if you only spoke with 3 designers? And that's your goal. 3 designers, 1 architect, and you're gone, right? So what if networking could be designed? What if you were to see who's going to be at those networking events 30 days before, look at their profile and figure out who you want to connect with? Let's say you sent them an email, you sent them a video, you sent them all this stuff beforehand so they know who you were and what the conversation was about. And what if you asked to meet in front of zone 3 at 10 minutes after the meeting started? And what if each of those meetings was scheduled? So you go to zone 3 and you wait for the interior designer to come over and introduce herself. Then you go to zone 5 to meet the architect. Then you go to zone 6 to meet the other interior designer at specific time intervals. So if you're shy, you don't have to walk into a group and try and figure out who you want to talk to. And God forbid you get stuck talking to an insurance salesman or a mortgage broker or a real estate agent or, people you have or MLM. What if you get stuck talking to the wrong people? What are you going to do? Excuse me, you're not interesting. I want to see if there's somebody else who's interested. We've had networking events where we had 150 people all dressed well. Who's who? And this is where 99% of the work should be done before the networking event. If you're a contractor, you definitely want to meet interior designers. But why does an interior designer want to meet you? Well, because you're going to introduce the interior designer, the best interior designer you can find, into the projects you have coming up. And that interior design statistics show, and that's how I did it when I started my construction company. Whenever I brought an interior designer, the project increased anywhere from 10% to 50% or 100%. Because when an interior designer gets into the conversation, it's at another level. We did projects of $1.5 million going back, 45 years ago. But that's what happens when you create trusted circles with the people that can elevate your projects. And now all of a sudden, instead of doing $30,000 and $50,000 projects, now you're doing $500,000 to $1.5 million projects. That elevates your company. And this is why trusted relationships are so crucial. This is why 10x networking is so crucial for your business. Again, why would an architect want to talk to you? Because you're going to help that architect meet clients who want custom homes designed. How do you meet those people? Well, you have a relationship with a real estate agent who gives you those leads. You pass on those leads to the architect. And this is where trusted relationships or a trusted circle really help, because you're one of 50 people who is referring leads to each other and recommending each other. When you stand on the soapbox and say, I'm the best contractor on the planet, people are going to say, who cares, right? Nobody believes you, because you're talking about yourself. But a third-party endorsement is at a whole other level. Understanding of what 10x networking is. Not about wasting time. It's about figuring out who your profitable clients are and inviting them. Either you do it or we have a done-for-you program where it's done for you, and you only have conversations with the people that you want to talk to. And there's live events, there's Zoom events. And you want to have Zoom conversations with these people first. Then when you meet them face to face, it's about putting a face to a name and taking that conversation to the next level. Eliminate all the time wasted energy of networking events, it would be called 10x networking. We've been looking to redesign networking and take it to the next level for over 20 years. We think we have figured out. It's not perfect yet. We're looking for ideas from you as to what the perfect networking scenario is for you, and we can try and incorporate the idea. So think about speed dating, think about a trade show, think about a cocktail party, all combined into one, where you only talk to the people that you want to talk with and build a relationship with. Imagine what an interior designer can bring you in business over a 10 or 20-year period. If they're working on, $500,000, million, $2 million dollar projects, and you get recommended or you get introduced to the owner as the best contractor in your area, imagine what that would do to your career. Or if an architect were to introduce you to the custom home builder, or the guy who wants a kitchen or an addition, or wants landscaping done, or whatever that is, right? That is the value of a trusted circle. That is the value of 10x networking. I would love to hear your ideas, and let's talk again soon. Take care.